or I'm making this video for anybody who's going to support another person through birth and maybe hasn't done it before. Hi, I'm Nandi. I'm a licensed midwife, a trained doula, and a mother of 3. Welcome to my channel. Who you choose to be present at your birth as a support person is a very personal choice. For some people, the best person to support them is their partner. Sometimes it's a friend or a parent. At other times, it's a birth doula. I made this video, or I'm making this video for anybody who's going to support another person through birth and maybe hasn't done it before. So if you're a trained doula, this is not for you. This is more of a video for birth companions who want to know what they can do and how they can be the best birth companion possible. So if you're interested in finding out more about that, continue watching this video. Birth is a very big life event. And some of us just go through this event a couple of times, if that, in our life. And some of us prepare for it, others choose not to prepare for it so much. But I would say if you are a person that is supposed to support another person through birth, the first step I would suggest for you to do, if you have never seen a birth before, is to head over to YouTube, where you probably are already watching this video, and look at some birth videos. There are some very beautiful birth videos out there. There are some videos that are a little bit more graphic. Choose wisely. Choose whatever you are comfortable with watching, but kind of to get a feel for what does happen in a birth. What are the sounds you might hear? What are the movements you might see? Even though birth is very unique and every person reacts differently to birth, and every birth, even the same person might go through subsequent births differently, there are patterns and there are similarities that we see who work with birth all the time. And for you to be comfortable and not let the unknown of what birth really is like, not the Hollywood idea of the water breaking and it's like a big emergency, like how it usually is at a birth. Might be good for you to have some kind of idea of what that is before you take on that very important role of supporting another person giving birth. So that's my first tip for you if you are going to be a birth companion. I think a lot of partners are left with the huge responsibility of giving support to their partner who is giving birth without having any previous knowledge or any previous experience of being in that situation. And it's not only is a very unique situation because birth is very unique, but it's also, if you have an emotional connection to the person giving birth, that can also trigger a lot of things within you. So preparing, looking at your experience, your ideas of birth, maybe reading a few books of what birth is, or looking at some videos, or listening to audio, like it's podcast or audiobooks, whatever works for you. Might be the best way for you to prepare. So when the day comes, that you can stay calm and feel confident and be a good support person to the person that you are supporting. So the most important thing for when you are giving support to a person giving birth is to find out what that person needs. What does that person need, or imagine that they need in terms of support from you. There are some specific questions that I think that you can ask, such as how do you feel about physical touch? What is important to you? Go through the birth preferences together so you know what is going on in terms of wishes and ideas. How can I make you feel calm and supported? Which kind of music do you want to listen to? What in the environment is important to you? what kind of support do you want from the hospital staff if you're giving birth in a hospital. So these are some of the questions you may ask to prepare yourself to know also what that person expects. And a very important question to ask is, what do you expect of me? What kind of support do you expect me to give you, or what is my role in this? So be open, be clear, and have a dialogue about this. So when the day comes, there are no unexpected situations. What I see a lot in the birthing room is a birthing person that is prepared and has written their birth preferences and knows what they want, and a very unprepared partner who feels nervous and a little stressed and does not know what's going on, maybe doesn't understand what's going on so much. So being prepared, I think, is your responsibility as a birth partner, and is also extremely helpful for you, but also for the person that you are supporting. As the birth companion, is also your responsibility to make sure that the hospital staff gets the birth plan and reads it. I also suggest, if there's a shift change while you're there, that you ask the new shift, have you read the birth plan or the birth preferences? I would like you to read the birth preferences, so they know that this is something that is important, and kind of remind them of that. In the birth preferences, it's also really good to add anything that is important to you as a birth companion that the staff knows about you. Things that I've read are, for example, that the partner has been very scared of blood. So when I then go to draw blood, I will say, okay, maybe you want to look away, or maybe you want to exit the room. I've also read in birth preferences that the partner faints very easily, so this is also good for us to know. Then we can prepare for that, maybe have a chair ready, always keep an extra eye if there's something going on. So keep an extra eye on the partner to make sure that the partner is okay, because it adds a level of stress for the staff if the partner is fainting and there's a baby being born at the same time. So things like that are really good to have prepared beforehand, and for the staff to know. So anything that is important that they know about you. If you have, sometimes the partner has diabetes, or it's really important that eats properly, or I don't know, if you have a specific reaction through stress, or what kind of support the staff can give you so you can support the person giving birth. So anything that is important for you to communicate to the staff, I would say include that as well about you, and what's important for them to know about you as the birth companion. During labor, it's really important to make sure that the person giving birth has enough energy. In the beginning of labor, I would say that consists of resting, eating, and drinking a lot. As labor progresses, a lot of people giving birth do not want to eat. Some of them can eat small bites or eat something light, but usually more of fluids are what will be accepted. So check in, do you want to eat something? Because when you are in labor, you forget easily. So it's good to have somebody that reminds you, maybe now eat something before labor gets more intense, or maybe it's time to drink something. It's been half an hour since you had a drink. So make sure that the body has what it needs. But don't force it. Make sure that the person giving birth is actually checking in with their body and feeling what is it that they want. A sip of water or something sweet like a juice here and there is really, really good, and sometimes sufficient to last through labor if the labor is not extensively long. And what goes hand in hand with that is going to the bathroom and peeing. See, if the bladder is really full, the baby can't descend down through the birth canal. So having a full bladder can actually slow down labor. So making sure that the person giving birth goes to the bathroom regularly, and reminding them, and sometimes also reminding the staff, but the staff usually know that every 4 hours at least we want the person giving birth to go to the bathroom. But that's something that you also can kind of keep in the back of your head, and also to understand why that is so important. And one of the most important things I think to remember is don't forget yourself. What I see a lot is that the birth partners forget to eat, to drink, to go to the bathroom, to rest. So when labor starts, if it's a natural labor, make sure that both you and the person giving birth are resting, maybe eating a little bit, drinking, and then resting as much as possible, so you conserve your energy for what it is about to happen or what is to come in the future. Make sure that if you need to go to the bathroom, that you can actually ask the staff. If the person giving birth doesn't want to be alone, is it okay if you are here so I can go to the bathroom? You need to be able to go to the bathroom. You need to gain more energy by eating and drinking and so on. So don't forget yourself in this. You are really important. And if you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of somebody else. Let's go to that analogy with the oxygen mask on the plane. Like, put your oxygen mask on first so you can help others after that. And it's really important that you take care of yourself so you can be the best birth companion possible. So those were my tips. I would love to hear other tips in the comments. If there's anything you'd like to add, what was really helpful for you as a birth companion, anything that I have missed that you think should have been included in this video. And if you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to like this video, and I will see you in the next video. Hej då!